Brooklyn Independent Television.
We may be starting to see more women running things in the building trades, but on the micro side, just fixing things around the house, most of us still think in terms of calling a handy man. In Brooklyn, however, we found a woman who, while she may not be the one with a pipe wrench or hammer in hand, is clearly the one in charge of the to-do list.
All right.
All right.
Good. She's got a pretty substantial list here. So the top priorities are the bathroom door needs to be totally replaced. It's sticking, so rather than try to repair it, she just wants that replaced. And then the floor. So the floorboards over here are, when you step on it, you'll see, but they're all really loose. I think there's water damage underneath, so you're probably going to have to pull them up and see if the subfloor is intact or not.
Okay.
The third highest priority is screens. So she needs screens on all 5 of her windows, and we need to make sure that we match up the frame with the brown frame on the window.
Okay.
Checklist Home Services is a handy person services company in Brooklyn. And we focus on all of the kind of lighter home improvement, repair and maintenance tasks that need to be done in a home, but typically never get done. So recaulking, I think you should do that. That's not going to take too long. The grout cleaning as well. Most of what we do, we say, they're like honey-do list items. So if you have a honey in your house and you have a list and you give that to your honey on the weekend and say, honey, do this, honey, do that, that's what we focus on. So, I mean, hopefully this will be a day, but just keep me in the loop throughout the day, and, you know, I'll let her know if you'll be done.
Sure,
So,
no problem.
One may wonder why a, Midwesterner with a background in Russian literature and an MBA in marketing would, of all things, start a handy person company. And for me, it really was, I saw a very critical need in the marketplace that was not being met. So in my own experience, I became a homeowner 5 years ago. I had so many things to be done in my house, major improvements, minor improvements, repairs. But what I realized was it was hard to find a very reliable contractor, someone who could be really trustworthy, was detail-oriented, had really broad skills, and really just frankly someone who had good communication skills, good customer service skills. And that's really the world that I come from as a marketer. It's all about the overall customer experience. It's not just about what that product is you sell to someone, but how you sell it to them. We do a check through at the beginning of every job and then at the end. So this is really to go through the things that we've done and to make sure that you're happy with everything, and if you have any feedback that, things you want done differently, that this is your opportunity to bring it up.
Okay.
So starting out with the door here, as you know, this is a new door.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Guillermo, what did you have to do? You had to did you have to trim it at all?
Trim the bottom and the side, and we just painted the colors you want it.
Mm-hmm.
The sun lock on it.
Yeah. Our old door, it was hung weird and it was scraping along the bottom, so the whole bottom of the door was all broken. And this is beautiful and clean, and now it closes, and I don't have to fight the door. I was fighting that door every day going into the bathroom.
How long was it like that before you got it fixed?
3 years.
Yeah.
And it just got worse and worse, and every day you look at it and you're like, oh, it's getting worse. We should do something. So this is really exciting.
Okay,
it's a little
glad.
thing, but it's really exciting.
Yeah.
I saw a flyer for Checklist Home Services about probably a few months ago, and I thought, well, what a great idea for a business, but I didn't think it was right for me, that I didn't have a lot of things going on in my apartment that needed fixing. But then once I started thinking about it, I was like, oh wait, what about that floor, and the grout's coming out of the shower, and all these little things started to, that have been around for a long time, for years, just started to bug me more and more. Then I went to the website, and you just click on all these things that you need in your house. I could add in a few things that were specific to my apartment, and then send it off, and I got a call the next day saying, well, when can we make an appointment to come in and fix everything? And all of a sudden, something that represented 10 hours of work was just distilled down to like a few clicks and a phone call. It's all perfectly solid. We can jump on it, and the trampoline is gone.
Yeah.
It's good.
One of the biggest challenges is that I am making a transition right now from being, a corporate marketer in a very large organization to being a small business owner, where currently I wear multiple hats. Another challenge is just, being a woman in a very male-dominated industry. It works in my favor in customer interactions because primarily my clients are women who, like me, they have careers and they have kids and they need help with things around their house. Okay, so I think we finished everything on your honey-do list. Yeah. But being a woman in a male-dominated industry means, when I'm hiring handymen for my crew, they probably understandably come in with a little bit of skepticism, but I'm learning as I go, and that is that really what I bring to the table is what's currently missing from the table right now, which is there are tons of handymen out there, but they don't know how to run businesses. They don't know how to market.
Well, good. Well, Shana, I will, unless I hear otherwise, Guillermo will be there on Tuesday at 9. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at bricartsmedia.org/BIT.